You just got called anti-American for dunking on Mike Pillow? Well, I'm sorry to ruin it for whoever the fuck is watching, but can we just... I was actually about to tee that up. Thanks for the... God damn it, I love you, chat room. I just love you for that perfect segue. There was a period, and I think we all recall it fondly, and I mean fondly, not fondly as in happily, where some of us were under the opinion, deluded, if you were, that Mike Pillow was a hapless former addict and a little soft in the noggin, and overall, you know, just kind of a well-meaning dipshit, right? That was that generalized. We were like, oh, this poor guy, he's just not all there, and he's fallen in love with this Trump thing, and he's just addicted to it. It's like it's a brain fart, like an ongoing fucking brain fart with this guy. And it's not that he's mean or that he's mean-spirited or that he's a dick or that he's... Nope. Yeah, he is. He's a dick. He's a dick. It turns out, after we were all wrong, he's not a pitiable figure. He's a prick. And he's a prick all the time. Like, anytime he's not selling trying to sell Minnesota to, and pillows, he's an asshole. He's an asshole to his staff. He's an asshole to... Yes, you can definitely be stupid, gullible, and an asshole. Don't get me wrong. But we were always under the impression that he was just kind of like, oh, this dopey fuck. Look at him, man. One of these days, he'll wake up and go, my goodness, I bought this hook, line, and sinker there, Goodness me. Well, oh, there it goes. Well, no, that's not what I thought the whole time, but now I think different. I've learned so much, and I'm just trying to be friendly there, and it turns out not so much, right? But in general, no. Turns out he's just a prick. And we know this in part because of, like, you and I, dear viewer, we have looked behind the veil, or the comforter, I suppose, to the Dutch oven that is truly Mike Lindell. And Mike Pillow has, over time, in his interviews and in his talks with the people that work with him, and you could just see his sort of bullshitty nature and his sort of anger management issues all boil up at different times, but they're pretty much kept under wraps because even he's still aware that he's selling this nonsense until he's being deposed. And that brings me to this little sweetheart piece of video. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you some of this stuff has just recently come to light. This is the lawyer in the Mike Pillow Dominion case deposition is suing him for defamation. And part of it is related, I think, to this video, is like proof that he does this all the time and that he's absolutely used these words and he uses it, and again, I don't know how much, it's hard to say. It's more in the defamation cases against Trump world. It's more about these motherfuckers called me so many names that I got my life threatened, more so than people really believe you're an asshole if Mike Pillow says so, right? Okay. Check this shit out. This should dissuade anyone of if they're still maintaining any illusion that this guy's kind of a dopey, accidental, Trump stooge. So, and I have a couple of these, so we'll dig in.
So let me finish my question, okay?
Yes.
I tend to be a slow talker.
Good for you.
I'm from Texas originally.
Good for you.
Okay, and by the way, the lawyer in this is trying to be sort of semi-charming, trying to bring the temperature down constantly.
I got all day. We'll make a week of this. How about that? Go ahead.
Probably up to your lawyer, but I'm happy to stay as long as you'd like.
Just keep going.
All right.
By the way, he goes probably up to your lawyer. That's important to this whole thing, is that the lawyer has staked out and they've had meetings with the judge about how long this deposition will be and what amount of time they will have. And Mike Pillow goes off on these ridiculous fucking rants about the election and, we're trying to save our country, and like, so he's just blathering through this and doing basically the same kind of filibuster you saw Trump do. And so there you go.
Why'd you call me an ambulance chaser?
What?
Why did you call me an ambulance chaser?
Because you are. This is a frivolous case, and if you're representing this guy and you've read this case, you are a disgusting lawyer. Period. That's my right to say. You want to sue me too, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? Are you working on contingency or consignment with the guy? What are you?
Contingency or consignment with the guy? Yes. Usually in these giant cases, by the way, the lawyer does get a piece of the overall suit. So, and the organizations that hire people keep that in mind because they want to win as much as they possibly can in these kind of cases. So this isn't this guy's first fucking rodeo.
No, I can't believe anybody would take this. This is absolutely disgusting. It's a disgrace to our country. It's a disgrace to you.
I don't know how you disgrace a disgusting person already. Is it like a double negative?
Anything else?
No, that's it. You asked me the question, I answered it.
All right. So let me finish.
Okay, so this is just a general Taylor. Yes, that's precise.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
So here's another one. This is where he's bitching about how we're just trying to save our country. Yeah, there. He's fleeing the interview. Straighten this up a little bit. This is he's so upset.
Hope you get all that.
Not sure, Mike.
Non-responsive.
No, but it's disgusting when you sit here.
slow
I'm
down for the-
branded as
Mike,
now
Mike.
election, not my pillow guy.
That's your fucking fault. Also, he goes, they're having this issue back and forth just to catch you up because these are just little snippets of it. I wish I had the whole thing. I looked all over. I scoured. I was not able to find, I don't know where the fuck they downloaded this, but I want the whole goddamn thing. But, like, he's, the issue is that he's just sort of filibustering or doing a bunch of blather, but not responding to the material reality of this. Like, he's saying a lot of, like, you don't dare, how dare you, you guys can't think like this is about, like, it's that kind of shit. And instead of saying, were you here on this date, yes or no? Were you here or there? Did you engage in this conversation? What was said? All that shit. He's always fucking cranky like this. Can you imagine this asshole at a meeting with employees? Yikes.
It's the opposite.
Mike, we just got to slow it down.
I know,
For the
but it
court
just
reporter.
pisses me off.
I understand.
That I think Malone is his attorney.
They understand.
So disgusting.
You don't remember my question, do you?
Yeah, the question is, do people know you as the My Pillow guy, blah, blah, blah. I just gave my answer. No, they know me over here as this guy that's trying to save our country.
Yeah, that's how I know him. This guy who's trying to save our country from the evils of democracy, apparently. Apparently he's trying to save America from Americans.
But because of lawfare and dirty things that Eric Coomer did on that one day, which that's when I called him out, I can't go on my stage. I can't. My company has been hurt so bad because of people like this Eric Coomer. So bad. This guy, in tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Okay, for the record, we've mentioned this before, but nothing has stopped this fuckhead from stepping down temporarily as CEO of his country and even keeping his fucking salary, but not running the country or the company while he's doing this. He's using this whole election fraud horseshit and the big lie and the maggot wave to sell products. He decided that the MyPillow consumer, like the customer base of MyPillow and maggots are completely interchangeable. And he's just written off selling it to anybody who isn't fully on board with the Trump big lie. So, he could have stepped away and said, this isn't about MyPillow. I'm doing this as an individual. And it would have never fucking, like, all of the company, he just could have said, I'm not even going to do the ads right now. I'm going to have one of my employees work on this. Like, how fucking hard would that be? What kind of mid-level, like, baseline self-awareness would you need to not fuck your employees that way? Like, it's just, what a dickhead.
You don't remember my question, do you?
Hope you get all that.
I'm not sure, Mike.
Objection not-
Okay, so that's, and he doesn't, by the way. He just kind of bitches about stuff. Okay, so this is like he thinks it should be dismissed, and this is his. Basically, he's just arguing with the judge that will see this later, not answering the questions of the lawyer that he's being asked in an actual deposition.
Yeah, using the company My Pillow to make that statement, right?
After the lawsuit, Mr. Twister, after I was sued, everything in here in your little lawsuit,
Mr. Twister.
other than that one little paragraph, everything I said
we
came
don't need to-
after he sued me.
we don't need
After
to-
Coomer served his papers.
We don't need to replow that, okay? I've heard you say that.
Well, then I'm just telling you. So that's what, using My Pillow. After. And it's a joke. It's shoving it back in you guys' face, going, "Oh, you think My Pillow benefited from this? Give me a break." Talk to them employees that are trying to support their families. You guys are disgusting.
Again, it's his fucking fault. I'm just saying. And Boss Brian, I would love to bring you in on if Trump's speech comes up at any time. I have it running in the background to see if he actually comes up when he says he's going to come up. I'll let you know if you want to hop in, but otherwise I'll just I'll clip my way through it and we'll do it at another time. Maybe on Sunday when I get back from seeing Metallica. All right. Just such a fucking dick.
What else you got? It's kind of a sad day for you, isn't it, to see how bad My Pillow's sitting, and you're trying to make it look like this was some grand thing to make money. It's just sad. It really is. It's sad. This is probably the most frivolous lawsuit in the history of the United States, and I mean that.
Well, that's because you're a self-involved asshole. But no, it isn't. And he can, and the idea is like, yeah, I pushed My Pillow into everything I said after that. Ran advertising. Like, seriously, if you go on any of like Marjorie Taylor Greene or even Laura Loomer, who, I mean, they're just like a swap out. Ironically, on Telegram, he's got ads running on both of them. He's got ads running on RAV, on the War Room, Steve Bannon, all this stuff. He's basically keeping them all afloat. And then using the fact that he's under attack because he's trying to save our country to guilt people into buying these fucking pillows. The problem is not with that argument. The problem is not with this lawyer saying you were trying to do this and you thought this would be a way of continuing to sell to these, even if you're just like, I only sell My Pillows to real Americans. Well, your perception of what a real American is, which is apparently much more in line with the Confederacy than the actual general populace, is that you narrowcast your advertising at that point to such a small group of fucking people, many of whom, by the way, who already had as many pillows as they fucking needed because they jumped in early, and they aren't buying them on a rollover time. I mean, ironically enough, it must be rough being this guy, hoping that Trump fans soil themselves in bed more often, but we'll get to that later. But at no point did he, this plan just didn't work. It just didn't work. That doesn't mean that wasn't his aim. That doesn't mean he wasn't trying to do it. It just means he, like his hero Donald Trump, is indeed a fuck up.
It's shameful that judge did not dismiss this last summer when it was brought up for dismissal. Shameful.
You through?
You through? Are you done, son? Huh? With your bullshit? Mike Lindell bristles at the notion that he sells lumpy pillows. All right, I'm not going to ask you about the lumpy pillows. That's the question. Okay, I'm not going to ask you about the lumpy pillows. Oh, it's got to be rough.
Okay, and I'm not asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on. Okay? When you say lumpy pillows, now you're an asshole. You got.
Call My Pillows lumpy, you prick. In the name of Jesus Christ, I declare, damn thee.
That you're an asshole.
Like,
And his lawyer's Mike.
What you are.
Mike,
no,
sorry.
he's an asshole.
No,
he's
it's
an
not-
ambulance chasing asshole. That's what you are.
Can you slow down? Our stenographer is having a laughing fit and needs to get all this down. You sure you don't want to say it one more time so that the judge can see how just flippantly you defame and talk shit about people and doesn't work that way into any kind of like you throwing yourself on the mercy of the court later or asking for any special privileges or trying to win a jump ball in the legal arguments about evidence or any of that kind of stuff. In the future, you want the judge on your... Nah, fuck him. Judge is an asshole too. Everybody's an asshole. By the way, this guy has a cross hanging around his neck while he's saying this. I'm just saying.
Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass.
I feel an audio drop. I feel an audio drop. I just have to... Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass. Man, what a tough guy. All right.
Put that in your book.
Put that in your book. That's from Dances with Wolves. If I do say so myself. What is that?
Now you're an asshole. You got that? You're an asshole,
Mike,
is what you are.
Mike,
no,
sorry.
he's an asshole.
No,
he's
it's
an
not-
ambulance chasing asshole. That's what you are. Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass.
Oh, God. Okay, first of all, yes. Am I enjoying watching this dude upset? Yes. Yeah. Because he does this to other human beings and doesn't give a rat fuck. So there's a bit of schadenfreude in seeing this guy have a moment like this. Yeah. Lumpy pillows kiss my ass. That's gotta be. That's a good one. Oh, there's so much to what he's saying. Right.
Put that in your book. No, they answer anything, any problem customer that wants to reach Mike Lindell. Those are the ones. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. They send them to here and they go, or they call about maybe they didn't get their pillow on time because of
because it was lumpy and the mail made it like it was too lumpy to fit through the mail slot, or was a lumpy. I mean, maybe there was the delivery people just didn't feel like they wanted to deliver lumpy pillows that day. I'm sorry.
the FedEx or whatever. Well, we'll
Yeah, but definitely FedEx.
cover them even though it could be somebody else's fault.
Thanks,
Nobody
yourself.
called because of a lumpy pillow.
Okay, nobody called because of a lumpy pillow.
But good one though.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
What I'm saying.
Obviously, you don't have a My Pillow too. You don't, do you?
Nah, I'm gonna guess he doesn't. Yeah. He sounds like a Serta guy to me.
What I'm saying is, Mr. Lindell.
Asshole. But go ahead.
Jesus Christ! Like the fact that this guy wants to lecture the world on Christian behavior.
No, I'm pissed.
I understand.
Yeah, we get that. We know it's a deposition. Actually, you could argue that a deposition in and of itself is a test of your comfort level and your how collected you can be, because that's indicative of your innocence in some ways, that you can kind of go, no, I didn't do this. That's not okay. Yeah, whatever you need. And this kind of response kind of points in the direction that maybe you kind of know you're fucked.
Yeah, go. When you're saying what?
When you're saying what, asshole, ambulance tape, lumpy pills, fuck off! By the way, he walked out at one point, and then he, I don't know if he came back with this jacket on, but man, the Roger Stone level of tooth grinding that is going on in this is fucking epic. Remember the Roger Stone one where he's just like it's almost like a failed attempt to intentionally turn yourself into a werewolf. That's what, yeah, he's definitely Roger Stoning in this situation. Both of them, have combined, have snorted up half of Columbia. But yeah, anyways, purple pillows are better. Are they? I have a purple mattress. It's good. Yeah, it's a lovely thing. All right, so let's see what he says here. This is he does not like Eric Coomer and his lawyer.
I had come.
By the way, this is one of the guys that like his life was fucking in danger because Mike Pillow went after him, and he's like, yeah, I don't have to take this shit from a dude who's like making money off getting me killed.
Prepared yesterday, and the record will just reflect what happened yesterday. I don't need to characterize it. But I had come prepared to show you a series of video clips, many of which you referenced interviews at CNN during the symposium, discussions on Bannon's podcast, referencing Eric Coomer. We didn't go through your discovery responses because of how
the twitching helps. I don't know about you, but I fall firmly on the side that I think the best thing you can do during a deposition that is being videotaped is try to just anytime the other person is talking, just as much as you can. Just look like you're trying to stifle, a serial killer level of rage. I think that's smart. Tactically. Good God.
yesterday went.
This is my thinking face. I gotta relax. I just listened. Ah, fuck. Go ahead. No, go ahead. It's just like, are you trying to hold your mouth shut so you don't bite him? Jesus Christ. This is my seriously. He thinks this makes him look like, I was just listening. I just relaxed. You don't say. Meanwhile, you don't say.
Number of emails that I wasn't able to show you, and I am going to be asking and reserving the right to ask the court to order you to be redeposed on additional issues with additional time. And I will be seeking
And I'm going to seek taking you to court because of what you've done to my employees. Everything you said comes after you sued me. Everything I said. You're an evil, evil man. There, that's on the record. Very evil. What you've done to my employees.
Hey, asshole. They sued you about certain stuff, and then their point, if you read what they allege against you, is that even after they sued you, you continued the behavior and were like, fuck off! Come get me, coppers! And that might, I don't know if you had, might point to the fact that you either are wantonly scoffing at the suit itself, which the judge again did not dismiss and it was allowed to go forward, so there is legitimacy to it, and you continued to do it in such a way that you were like, I don't even care if you sue me, go fuck yourself, in a way like, you know what, how am I to question? He's doing great. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Employees, everything that you were going to say comes after you sued me. Everything I said, and I stand by what I said. You're an ambulance chasing lawyer, evil person.
Ambulance chasing lawyer, evil person, and I hate your ass faces. Jesus.
You and your Eric Coomer buddy. So you will be sued. Don't worry. And you will be sued big because I won't back down.
All right.
Anything else?
Are you done? Like, so much of this is just this guy going, okay, you finished? Kind of this. And then he does apologize at one point. This one right here. Because he's learned a lot since he gave his, his soul to the Lord Jesus Christ and has repented his ways and all that. Yeah, it's. I
got better things to do with my life. We're trying to save a country here, not you guys ambulance chasing lawyers trying to get money off people that had nothing to do with it. My employees, if I sat here and they sat here and looked at you guys, they'd say, how could people do this?
Again, the fuck that he's using his employees as human shields. That makes him an even bigger asshole in my book.
How could anybody do this to anybody? And that's, hey,
dickhead. I'm sure Eric Coomer and his entire family feel that way about you lying about him and maggots threatening to murder him because of what you have said and what you continue to say. How would anybody do that to anybody? See how it kind of works both ways? It actually only works the other way because it makes fucking sense. We're not shocked that you're being sued over this stuff, except for the fact that it's about goddamn time.
You wonder why I said that, and I apologize for calling your friend a scumbag, but I'm so upset what you didn't.
I apologize for calling your friend a scumbag, not you. But.
Not to me, but to my employees. What you did to my employees, why would you do that? I got better.
All right, again, everything that's happened to his employees is his fucking fault. If he had simply stepped away, this wouldn't be their problem. And this is the, how do you guys sleep at night? You obviously don't have a My Pillow.
Horrible.
Everything.
We've done nothing.
Everything's a fucking ad with this dickhead.
But I think what you did is horrible. We've done nothing. And then you wonder why I sit here. How do you guys sleep at night? You obviously don't have a My Pillow. That's a fact.
Sure they do. I don't know. I don't know. What do you wipe your ass with?
I just can't fathom, and that's why I'm so upset. When you know how mad I was when I came in here yesterday? You're right, I should have read this, but I've got other things going on in my life that are a lot more important than these frivolous.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have, I got news for you, Mike Pillow. You don't have anything more important in your life than reading what the billion-dollar lawsuit against you says. You need to go through all their evidence all the fucking time. Because if any of the shit you were saying about the 2020 election was even remotely fucking true, you wouldn't have had to put on 6 different symposiums and videos and long-form movies and stuff trying to sell your bullshit theories and fake evidence to the country this many times. If it was just, oh my God, the evidence is everywhere, then you wouldn't even have to look at it anymore. You just fucking go look at the thing we already did. You wouldn't even have to have a new cyber symposium. You could just rerun your shit. I'm tired of this whole, there's evidence everywhere. Then just show me fucking one thing that hasn't been knocked down 20 times to Sunday by me or somebody else who bothered to look at it for fucking 30 seconds and went, dude, that's not even what you're saying it is. It's that simple. And he won't. So, no, I disagree. This is singularly, Mike Pillow, this is your only job right now. Step down as CEO, hand over the reins of the company to the CFO, and have your employees do the ads. Pick a few people that are charming, let them do the ads, build up a sympathy vote for the product itself, leave yourself out of it, and go fuck yourself.
Frivolous lawsuits. And it's the most important thing to our country ever, to my children, my grandchildren, everything. That's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at. I've given my soul to Donald Trump, and there's no walking it back. Oh, God.
So we can keep going, we'll waste an afternoon. But
Just waste an afternoon. Oh, it's not a waste, dummy. Look at this. And he just gets sweatier and screamier as the fucking thing goes on. And all of this is just him bitching. Dude, you can't just fucking answer the questions. If it's frivolous and you'll solve that in a court of law. And maybe if he has any strategy at all, and I doubt it, his strategy is for the judge to go, I think this man needs psychological help. I think he's fallen back into his addiction. And I think the only thing that's going to save Mike Pillow at this point is to walk into court smoking crack. If he did that, I'm dead serious. Walk in, blaze up, pass out. That is the only fucking option you have at this point.
A thriving economy.
Oh, sorry, one second.
There's things in my life that are a lot more important than frivolous lawsuits. The only one, and I'm not blaming you for the frivolous other than when you put it up, because it should have been done 9 months ago. What the judge should have looked at this and said, I'm sorry, these guys, this is bizarre. Goodbye. And dumped it. And the judge didn't do that.
Right, because judge don't say, this is bizarre. especially when it's a well-crafted lawsuit with a lot of footnotes and evidence, and you walk in and go, "This is bizarre," and they don't go, "Oh, whatever Mike Pillow says. He's a business owner around here, don't you understand? Now you carpetbaggers rolling in here trying to sue one of our local heroes. This man was a crack addict. It still is, but he doesn't think he is. Who's started a little pillow factory up in here, and you fellas are trying to shut it down. And I do not approve."
And that's disgusting that she did not dump this. There's things that
Okay, so, right, the judge is disgusting, the lawyers are disgusting, everybody's disgusting except... All right, you see how this works? Whew. Lord Almighty.